So first, let's go on the Palazzo's house. This is the image of the structure of the palazzo. First is designed by Benedetto Damiano. So this is Benedetto, the designer or the architect of the palazzo. So I can't see any image of him, but I found only a sculpture of himself. Next, the construction of the palace was begun in 1489. As mullion paired of windows. So this is the mullion paired. This was the window that used in the palazzo, as you can see on the screen. Next is located in the heart of Florence, Italy. These palace-type buildings are built around a courtyard or interior court, like a medieval cloister. So this is the medieval cloister. I think it was the same concept of the palazzo in the window. Also, a courtyard or interior court is the characteristic of palace in Italy in Renaissance period. Next is the Strozzi Palace is the solid looking shape that is almost perfect as a cube. So this is the image on bird's view. I will not say that it was a perfect cube, but as it said on the slide, it was almost perfect as a cube shape. Next, let's move on to Palais de Louvre. So this was the image of the structure. The Palais de Louvre was built from Francis I to Napoleon III in 1546 to 1878. So it is an iconic building of the French state located on the right bank of the Seine in Paris. I agree that this is iconic because it was one of the most famous museum in the world. Next is it is a big museum in the world which is 650,000 square feet. Next is known for being the home of the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. So the Mona Lisa was located inside the Palais de Louvre, the painting of the Mona Lisa. So there have three architects. First is Pierre Lescot, Louis Leveau, and Claude Perrault. And lastly, the Louvre Pyramid was located on Palais de Louvre. This was one of the famous pyramid in the world that is located in the Paris.
Good day everyone. Today I'm gonna topic about the Blenheim Palace that are located in Oxfordshire, England. For the first one, it is a country house in Woodstock, Oxfordshire in England and built between 1705 and 722. The people who live in this area are called the Dukes of Marlborough. He is one of the first holder and the military group of this country. The palace make them unique because of the combine that use a family home, mausoleum, and national monument. In fact, guys, the palace has 187 rooms and is one of the England largest houses. That's why many military stays here. The second one is it's 7505 and 1722 because it was characterized in this area of eclectic style and returned to a national root. It is a perfect example today of an 18th century of princely dwelling. For the third one is English Baroque style. The palace is named after the 704 Battle of Blenheim. Why? The architectural appreciation of this palace is divided today. It is unique, as I said earlier, because of a national monument and family home. And this name came from the word from their event, which is one of their major war in Spanish that made them call it a Battle of Blenheim. The fifth one was designed by Sir John Van Broek. He is the architect of this palace, and he was born in 1664 and he died in 1726. It was size is 2,100 hectares. For the second one is the University of Salamanca that are located in Salamanca, Spain. For the first one, founded in 1218, the person who founded this university is the king of Gasea and independent kingdom of Leon. His name is King Alfonso IX of Leon, the first institution in country of Spain. It means this will be the oldest university in the world and one of the oldest in the world in continuous operation. Also, it became the first Spanish university to offer language courses to foreign students, with encouraged to a Spanish language program in 1929. The third one is the prestigious university, which about 30,000 students. For me, because of this, it became a focal point of some of the richest artistic activities in the country that some of students like this school, and being known for not only one of the most prestigious in the Spain but in the whole world. For the last one is Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque style. There's a lot of evolve or revival in design as we improve in a lot of year. Salamanca boasts not but only one or two. It is has a two cathedrals. These two are fused together but retain their own unique characteristic. The old cathedral is Romanesque, dating from 12th century, and this is famous for its ornate Gallo tower. Makes Salamanca an example of an old university town in the Christian world. In fact, guys, this will be one of the greatest university and still alive in our era. And lastly, the architect of this Jesus is Castillo Oli. He is one of the director of Santa Maria Foundation Heritage Conversion Department of this university. And this is the pictures of the University of Salamanca. Okay, that's my report. Thank you.
The Heidelberg Castle. The Heidelberg Castle, or in German the Heidelberger Schloss, is a ruin in Germany and landmark of Heidelberg. The castle ruins are among the most important Renaissance structures north of the Alps. The castle has only been partially rebuilt since its demolition in the 17th and 18th century. It is located 80 meters or 260 feet up the northern part of the Königstal hillside and thereby dominates the view of the old downtown. It is served by the intermediate station on the Heidelberger Bourbon funicular railway that runs from the Heidelberg's Komacht to the summit of the Königstal. So, here is the example of its floor plan. So, the Heidelberg was first mentioned in 1196 as Heidelberg. In 1155, Conrad of the Hohenstaufen was made the Count Palatine by his half-brother Frederick Barbarossa, and the region became known as the Electorate of the Palatinate. They claim that Conrad's main residence was on the Schlossberg Castle, or the Castle Hill, known as the Bull, cannot be substantiated. The name Bull comes from the soothsayer Jetta, who was said to have lived there. She is also associated with Wolfsbrunnen or Wolf Spring and the Hidden Loch or Hidden Swell. The first mention of a castle in Heidelberg is in 1214, when Louis I of Duke of Bavaria, of the House of Wittelsbach, received its form of Hohenstaufen, Emperor Friedrich II. The last mention of a single castle is in 1294.